Hi everyone, welcome to class today. My name is Jessie, for those of you who are new here. We'll be going through a quick vinyasa today that's vinyasa-less actually. So your typical vinyasa will be taken out. Our high plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog will not exist today. We'll instead be transitioning from the top of the mat many times through handstand or standing split or just a fold at the top of the mat. So if you're not actually coming up into your handstand today, you guys, no big deal. You can still do this class. You can transition from standing split whenever I go up if that's not an option for you. So if you're not practicing handstand, don't feel like you can't do it. Grab your blocks if you want them. You can use them like you normally would, and that's it. Let's go ahead and begin. So we'll come to standing at the top of our mat. So go ahead and take your feet underneath your hips so they're nice and wide. And then bring your palms to face forward. Close your eyes and just let yourself settle into a nice Tadasana that's a little bit active, right, but not too strong. It's still pretty soft. And just take a moment to arrive in the space that you're in. Right away today, settle into your physical body. Just noticing any sensation that might be present. Bring awareness into your breath and acknowledge the way your breath is moving and flowing throughout your body today. Land your attention down in the soles of your feet. I want you to just simply root down through each foot and see what happens if you press down into your right leg a little bit more, almost like you're just pushing the floor away from you with your right foot. You may feel like you get just a little bit longer through that right side, through your right waist. And then switch. See what happens if you press down a little bit harder into your left leg. Rooting the sole of your foot down through the floor as if you were trying to press it through the actual ground. And then see if you can root down through both feet. So you're really actively pushing the ground away from you instead of just standing on top of it. And what I would love for you to feel is a little bit more length, right? Coming into your side body. And there's a natural engagement that will come into your belly, probably. You might feel a little bit taller. Right? Lift the back of your neck up towards the ceiling as you continue to root down through the soles of your feet. Then bring your shoulder blades towards one another to create more space in the front of your heart. Keep pressing down into the mat. Soften the backs of your knees, but strengthen your thighs as you continue to draw your navel center in and then up, as if you're lifting your belly button up and tucking it underneath your rib cage. And find your Ujjayi breath. And allow yourself to simmer in the work of our Tadasana today. Take one more breath in. Breath out. And blink your eyes open. And inhale your arms all the way up overhead. Rotate your pinkies to face forward, and you should feel that your scapulas move away from each other. Then plug your navel center in as you, again, root down through both feet. So actually push the floor away from you rather than just standing on top of the ground. Then pull your upper arm bones back behind your ears. Continue to pull your front ribs in. Press into the ground. Then flex your hands so that your palms face the ceiling. And again, push the ground away from you. And now push the ceiling away from you with your hands. Okay, this is the action that we want to find in our Tadasana, right? You're sort of pressing, or excuse me, your handstand. You're pressing in two completely opposite directions, and it will straighten out your body, right? Rather than getting this kind of banana backy action. When you push the ground away from you, in our handstand, our hands would be on the floor. You push the ground away, and you're going to lengthen quite a bit through your back body and your side body. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, land your fingertips on the tops of your shoulders. Go ahead and make nice big circles with your elbows. So invite in some movement into your shoulders and your chest. And take it the opposite direction. One more breath in. And as you exhale, release your arms down. We'll take our right palm straight out in front of us. Place your left hand on top of your right palm. And then flip your hand around so that your fingers face the floor. And press through the palm of your hand. See if you can straighten your right arm out and pull your right shoulder down your back. And just take a moment to breathe into your right forearm and your wrist. And we'll switch. So I want you to make a fist with your right hand. Take the back of your hand into your left palm and just gently press your wrists into your left hand. And so you can do this with a bent arm. If your body will go there, you can also straighten your arm to bring the stretch a little bit more into your forearm. But keep your right wrist or hand in a nice tight fist, as tight as you can. Take one more breath. Good, and then we'll give that right hand a nice shake out. And then one more time, make a fist with your right hand. You'll grab a hold of your wrist with your left hand. And then simply you'll squeeze in using your left hand and then pull the skin down your arm towards your elbow. Keep a nice tight fist with your right and just make small circles. And you should feel nice little stretches in and around your wrist joints, and maybe also some nice stretches in the back of your hand. Okay. Go the opposite direction if you haven't switched. And then go ahead and release. Shake out that right side. Let's take our left palm to face up. Take your right hand on top of your left and flex your fingers towards the ground. Soften your shoulders and press through your left palm. Activate your whole left hand as well, so it's almost as if your left hand is resisting your right hand. Fingers are straight. Take a breath. Good, and slowly go ahead and release. We'll make a fist with our left hand. Take the back of your fist into your right palm, and then push your fist into that right palm. You can make a straight arm here if that feels okay. Keep your shoulders soft. Okay, one more breath. And release. Shake out your left hand, make a fist. And from there, you'll just grab a hold of your fist or your wrist with your right hand, pull down, squeeze pretty tight. And keeping a nice tight left fist, you'll make circles with your left hand. Good. Okay, and then from here, go ahead and release that left hand. Shake out both wrists. Interlace your hands behind your back. Root through the soles of your feet. Lift your heart nice and high. Take a breath in. Pull your hands away from your hip bones and down towards the floor. Put a big bend in your knees and then bow forward over your legs. Relax your head. Focus on the tips of your shoulders here more so than your legs. We'll get there in a moment. So pull your hands away from your body and then bring them down towards the ground. So you really open up through the front of the shoulders. A little bit in your chest area. Take one more breath in. Big breath out. And release your hands to the ground. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, come back into a nice forward fold, bent knees or straight. Again, inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, bend your right knee, plant your right palm underneath your face. Take your left arm all the way up towards the sky. Press your left hip back as you pull your heart forward to inhale. Exhale, press into your right hand, stretch up through your left. Breath in. One more time, peel your left ribs back, exhale. And release both hands to the ground. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine, straighten your legs. Exhale, bend your left knee, plant your left hand, twist to the right. Again, you'll press your right hip bone back as you pull your heart forward. Gaze up and then peel the top of your right shoulder head back as you stretch up through your right hand. Push down through your left arm. Take one more inhale. Exhale. And softly let go. Hands to the ground. Halfway lift, lengthen. As you breathe out, plant your palms, step your right foot to the back of your mat. Come right up to your fingertips. And as you breathe in, straighten through your left leg. Flex your toes if possible. Roll your right hip forward. Keep your hips square as you bend your knee, your left knee again. And then exhale, straighten through that front leg. Move with your breath. Inhale, lower the hips. Exhale, pull back. Good. Bend your left knee again. Lower your right knee to the ground. Anjaneyasana. Sweep your arms all the way up. Squeeze your inner thighs together so you dial this right hip bone towards the top of your mat and then get heavier in the hips. So continue to engage your inner thighs by pulling your feet towards one another. Draw your upper arm bones back. Let's bend our right elbow. Grab a hold of your elbow with your left hand and then pull your right arm back a little bit more and take a side bend to the left as you continue to roll your right hip forward. And as you take the side bend left, can you also lift and lengthen through your waist? Peel your heart open towards the ceiling a little bit. Take a breath in. Breath out. Inhale, make your way back through to center. Exhale, release your hands to the ground. And once you get here, all you're going to do is let yourself get as heavy as you can in your hips and relax your head. Okay, and we're just going to stay here like this for a moment. So for me, and I think many other people, but probably not everyone, you'll feel a really good stretch here in the front of your your right hip flexors. And around the front of your right hip, which will be important for us getting up into our handstand. So just take a moment to breathe into that. If you're not really feeling it there, don't worry about it. You're getting it somewhere else, so that's good too. Take one more breath in. Breath out. And go ahead and tuck your right toes. And as you tuck your right toes, pull your hips all the way back to straighten through your left leg. I want you to tuck your right toes today because I want you to roll your right hip forward now. Flex your left toes towards your face. And we're going to take cat-cows like this. So I want you to inhale. Either come up to your fingertips with your fingers under shoulders or hands to blocks. Inhale as you press your hips back, pull your heart forward, slide your scapulas together. Exhale as you round your spine, roll your right hip forward, keep flexing your left toes, belly in. Inhale, lift your heart, lift your tailbone. Exhale as you round your spine. Flex your left foot, belly in. Inhale, lift your heart, press your sitting bones back. Exhale, round your spine. Keep rolling your right hip forward. That's it. And then make your way back to neutral. Bend your left knee, split your palms. We'll step back into a plank pose. Once you find your plank, arrive with your hands grounded directly under your shoulders. Line up your heels over your big toe ball mounds. Activate your legs, activate your belly. Root through your big base knuckles, you guys, the ones at the bottom of your fingers, the tops of your palms, and also press your fingertips so hard into the ground that you can see them turning a little bit white. That's a good thing. We're going to need those fingertips today. And allow a little bit of heat to come into your shoulders here as you breathe. Pull your hands towards the midline so you activate the muscles in your chest. Take a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, lengthen through the crown of your head, lift the back of your neck towards the ceiling. And then inhale as you lower your chest between your shoulders, squeeze your shoulder blades together, finding our scapula dips here. And as you exhale, press the ground away from you, slide your scapulas apart. 2 more like that. Inhale as you dip your chest down, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale as you press the ground away, belly in. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Slide back, downward facing dog. Right away in your down dog, lift your heels up high, fire up the muscles in the front sides of your legs. Pull your belly away from the ground as you roll your body forward towards plank. And then keep your toes tucked under. You'll lower your hips towards the ground, pull your shoulder blades back. Your shoulders should line up over your wrists, you guys. Just check that, otherwise you might need to fix your alignment. Squeeze your thighs, pull your belly in, push the ground away from you, lift the top of your head towards the ceiling, look straight forward. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Pull your front ribs away from the ground, so really use your abdomen to press back up, downward facing dog. Soften your heels all the way to the ground. Inhale, lift your heels up. Roll your whole spine forward again. Lower your hips down. Exhale. Inhale, Tibetan up dog. Look forward. Exhale, use your core. Push the ground away, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels up. Roll forward, plank. Exhale, lower your hips. Inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades back. Good. Look forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right. From here, right leg will lift. Keep dialing your right toes down towards the ground. Move your body forward into a 3-legged plank. Shoulders over wrists. Squeeze your inner thighs together so your right leg hugs towards your left. Take your butt down, put your right leg up higher. Inhale. Exhale, right knee to nose, round your spine. Step your right foot forward. Then from here, you guys, go ahead and point your right toes out to the right. This is just a feel-good stretch, really. Right toes towards the right at a slight diagonal. Take your right hand behind your head and peel your right hip bone back as you twist open to the right. So right hip bone pulls back, squeeze your feet together, pull your heart forward. Take a nice big breath in to open up. Big exhale. And release. Point your right toes forward, ground your right hand, bend your back knee a little bit, look towards the top of your mat, and then step to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to standing with a strong spine, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, come right back down. Halfway lift, get long. As you exhale, plant your palms, step your left foot to the back of your mat. Come right up to your fingertips. Inhale to straighten through your right thigh, flex your right toes. Exhale, bend your right knee. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Pull your right hip bone back. Exhale, bend your knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend your knee. Lower your left knee to the ground. Anjaneyasana, reach your arms all the way up overhead. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Make your legs work a little bit. And then deepen the bend in your right knee, bringing your left hip bone forward and down. But maintain this left hip bone pointing straight forward. Okay, and then bend your left elbow. Grab a hold of your elbow with your right hand. Pull your left tricep back by your ear. Get long through your waist. Take the side bend to the right. Lift and lengthen through your waist. And peel your left chest open towards the ceiling as you bring your left hip bone closer to the ground. Okay, take one more nice long inhale. Long exhale. Inhale, make your way back through center. Exhale as you release your fingertips to the ground. Again, you're gonna let your hips get really heavy. It's okay if they open up a little bit here, and relax your head. Okay, and really relax your neck, like let it get heavy, heavy, heavy. Maybe you'll feel some sensation in the front side of that left hip. If not, don't worry about it. Take one more big breath in. Breath out. And slowly come back up. Lift your chest, pull your hips back. Find your half split. So you're going to walk your hands back so that your fingers line up under your shoulders. Flex your right toes, pull your right hip back, and then actively press your left hip forward. Cat-cows. Inhale, lift your tailbone, pull your chest forward, flex your right foot. Exhale, keep flexing that right foot, belly in, pull your right hip back. Inhale, lift your heart, send your butt bones back. Exhale, round your spine. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward, belly in, chin to chest. Inhale, lift your heart, lift your tail. Exhale, round your spine. Okay, make your way back to neutral. Bend your right knee, plant your hands, step back to your plank. And then from here, we'll lean forward into the tips of our fingers, lower down chaturanga. You'll pause, squeeze your elbows towards your waist. Press right back up to high plank, exhale. Inhale, sorry, I think I messed up the breath the first time. Inhale, lower down chaturanga, strong belly. Exhale, press up plank. One more time. Inhale, you lower down. Exhale, press up plank. Last time, inhale, lower down. You'll come all the way down to your belly. Take your right arm straight out to the right. Line up your right hand with your right shoulder or find a 90-degree angle. Look to your left. Roll to your right hip. I want you to walk your right arm away from you as you roll towards the right. We'll just be here for 3 breaths. Opening up our chest is pretty important handstand prep. So take a couple big breaths into your right chest, your right shoulder. One more inhale. Exhale. Make your way back through to center. We'll do the same on the other side. So right away, roll to your left. Left arm can come to that 90-degree angle, or your elbow and hand is lined up with your left shoulder. Be intentional with your breath. Take one more deep breath in. Breath out. And slowly make your way back through to center. Plant your hands underneath your elbows, down by your low ribs. Look straight down. Tuck your toes. We'll lift our knees. Lift your belly button and press all the way back up. High plank. Downward facing dog. Take a moment in your down dog to just find it, right? Engage your down dog. Push through your fingers. Get long through your arm bones. Lengthen through the sides of your waist as you push into the ground with your hands. So same idea as Tadasana and handstand. Actively push the ground away. Externally rotate your shoulders so you get broad through your back body. Send your thighs back. Soften your heels. Good. Now let's float the left leg up. Keep your hips square. Roll your body forward, 3-legged plank. Lower your butt a little bit. Pull your front ribs in. Inner thighs squeeze, and you'll lift your left heel higher. Butt down, belly in. Take one more inhale to lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, left knee to nose, round your spine. Step your left foot forward. Take your left toes, turn them out to the left, 45 degrees. Peel your left hip back as you take your left hand behind your head. Squeeze your legs towards each other here to really draw that left hip back and push into the ground to peel your left ribs open. Press your head into your hand. Take one more deep breath in. Breath out. And release, hands to the ground. Straighten your back or your front leg for a moment. Bend your back knee, look forward, and step forward. Inhale, halfway lift, get long. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing, reach tall up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. As you exhale, plant your palms, step your right foot back, we'll step our left foot back about a foot or so behind your wrists. Take your right leg up. Now I want you to squeeze your inner thighs together. Look at your hands. They should be directly under your shoulders. Index fingers are parallel. Push the ground away from you. You should feel your scapula spread apart when you do that. Now our exercise here is to hop our left foot towards down dog from here, keeping the right leg lifted. And then we're gonna hop back to where we are right now. So we'll want to keep our right leg really strong. So it's high, but your hip is not open, it's square. Lift your left heel, lean into your fingertips. So get as much weight into your hands as you can, push the ground away. And you can bend your left knee a little bit and just take a little hop towards down dog. We'll do that a couple times. Look forward, prep your shoulders, lift your left heel high, hop your left foot back to the top. Okay, move on your own. Keep your shoulders really stabilized. Some people, if you want to actually come into your handstand and hold for a moment, you're welcome to. But I encourage you to just kind of work on control here. I really love just seeing how slow you can move that left leg. See how much hang time you can get. And then the next time you land your left foot forward, bend your left knee, step your right foot back, crescent lunge. Reach your arms up, dial your right hip forward, squeeze your inner thighs. Inhale to lengthen through your side body. Exhale, deepen the bend in your left knee. Breath in, breath out, open up warrior two. Line up your left heel in line with your right arch. Slide into your front knee. Good. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Let's flip those palms today. So your palms face up. Zip up your belly like you're putting on a tight jacket. And pull your arms back behind you. So see how broad you can get through your chest. Keep pulling your shoulders down towards the ground. Then inhale, reverse. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Take a nice big breath in, soften your shoulders. As you exhale, straighten through your front leg, find your triangle. Left hand to the mat, reach your right arm up. Your left hand may land on your left shin or a block. Peel your right ribs open. Lengthen your heart forward. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, look at your left hand. We'll bend our left knee, find your half moon. Okay, so slide your back leg up. So you're really using control, rooting down through the mat with that left leg. Once you find your half moon, peel your right shoulder open. Good, press through your right heel so you get really long through your back leg. If you want a little bit more work, you can try on lifting your left hand off of the ground. Maybe taking a bind with your right leg if that feels good for you. Go for length wherever you are. Okay, and then release both hands to the ground, standing split. So dial your right hip down, squeeze your right glute, lengthen your heart forward, and then fold over your left leg. We'll stay in our standing split for 3 breaths. So right away, grab a hold of your left ankle if that's an option with your left hand. Squeeze your right glute to lift that right leg high. Keep dialing and rotating your right hip down. Lift your left hip towards the ceiling. Okay, option to stay here. Option number 2, you'll take a couple jump switches or find your handstand. So your right leg will be the one to lift you up. Root down through your hands, take a little hop, find your handstand, or you're jump switching your legs. You won't be here for too long. If you're jump switching, you're hopping off one leg, and then the other. Try to keep your top leg pretty lifted. Keep your bottom leg, the buoyancy one, right? The one that's kind of bending, and you're getting power from that leg. The top leg is a stabilizing leg. All right, now we're gonna land with our right leg down about a foot behind our hands. Yeah, and I know your cardio might be up a little bit right now. If you need to shake out your wrist, shake out your wrists. We're going right into the hops on this side. Okay, so spread your fingers wide, lean into your hands, engage your left leg. Hop your right foot towards down dog. Look forward, hop your right foot towards the top of your mat. And again, hop it back and hop it forward. Take a couple more, use your breath. Take breaks if you need to. Okay, land your right leg at the top of your mat. Step your left foot to the back of your mat. Rise up, crescent lunge. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Lengthen through the side body. Bend your right knee. Pull those feet towards the midline, you guys. Press into the ground, lift up through your arm bones. Take one more inhale. And exhale, open up, warrior two. Line up your right heel with your left arch. Squeeze your right glute as you slide into your right knee. Lengthen your tailbone towards the floor as you peel your ribs towards each other. Your front ribs, they zip in like a jacket. Flip your palms, squeeze your arm bones back. Your shoulder blades will slide in towards each other. Keep the bend in your right knee. I say that because I just totally lost it. Take one more inhale. Exhale, slide in a little deeper. And inhale, reverse. Stretch through your right arm. Take a big breath. And then slowly make your way into triangle. Straighten your right leg. Your right hand will come down towards your right shin or to the ground. Left arm reaches up. Just take a second to really get long, right, from your left hip and your right hip to the base of each sides of your rib cage. Lengthen that space. Get longer and broader from each tip of your collarbone. Collarbones, plural. Take one more breath. Okay. Look down at your right foot, bend your right knee. We're coming into half moon. So slide that back leg up as you push into your right foot. Once you arrive in your half moon, peel open your left hip. Squeeze your scapulas together. Zip up your belly. If you want a little bit more, maybe pick up your bottom hand for a couple of breaths. Stay long, you guys. So push into your back heel. Stretch through the crown of your head. And then softly, you'll release both hands to the ground. Standing split. Lengthen your right hip bone up towards the ceiling, heart forward, and then find your fold. Okay. If you can, you'll grab a hold of your right ankle with your right wrist or hand. Squeeze your left glute. And you can also just have your hands on blocks here, you guys. That's always an option. Squeeze your left glute and see if you can turn your gaze all the way up to your left toes as you draw yourself closer to your right thigh. Lift your right hip up towards the ceiling. Stay for 3. Okay, here we go. Back to our handstand or to jump switches. Plant your palms. You can hop that right foot back a little bit if you feel super close to yourself or want to get yourself back on your mat. And then again, bottom leg is the one to hop. So bottom leg jumps, top leg is super strong and stable. Yeah. If you want to take a moment and find your handstand, Go for it. You'll want to push the ground away from you really hard, just like we did in Tadasana once you get there. If you're still moving, you move. Engage your belly, so there's minimal swaying in the lower back. Take a couple more breaths. I know this is pretty tiring. Okay, and let's go ahead and land in our forward fold. So both legs can come down. Go ahead and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Get long, shoulder blade squeeze. Exhale, fold. And then again, inhale, lengthen. And from here, you'll take your hands and slide them underneath your feet. Your fingers face your heels, and your palms face up. And we'll go ahead and lean forward with your weight so your toes really come to the creases of your wrists. Then dial your elbows towards your shin bones. Now bend your elbows towards your legs. Keep pressing your toes into your wrists, and you should get a nice wrist stretch and forearm stretch here. Take one more breath in, breath out. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, forward fold. With an inhale, rise all the way up to standing, reach tall, strong spine. As you breathe out, bring your hands to your heart, widen your feet so that they're about mat distance apart, heels in, toes out. Come right down into a yogi squat. Okay, so your hips are going to come down. Take a moment here to just find your yogi squat. So press your elbows into your inner thighs, lift your heart high. We want to get broad through our chest here, so that means contracting the back body. So really engage your upper back muscles. Take a deep breath in. Easy exhale. Okay. So we're coming into one more exercise for a handstand. This one is a squat jump. So we'll be jumping with wider legs and landing in this position. So we're going to start by grounding our hands. We'll lift our hips, we'll hop back towards a down dog basically. And then when you jump forward, you're gonna kind of bring your legs more into like a straddle. So they both lift at the same time, and then you land back in this posture. So if you want, you can watch me for a moment. The jump backs are really hard, in my opinion. So you'll kind of lift your butt, and you're gonna be super bouncy on your legs. You might not always come all the way down into a squat, but you'll lift your hips up, plant your hands, root through your hands, and just hop both feet back towards down dog. And I like to bend, really bend my knees. So your legs are like shocks this whole time. When you jump forward, your legs are wide, you'll look forward, and then you'll hop, legs straight and wide. They'll land behind your hands, maybe a little outside. Back to the squat. And again, back to down dog. And again, back to the squat. Okay, so you're gonna start to move just like that. If you hold your straddle handstand, you're welcome. Just stay there. I, again, love this exercise. Everything we've done today, I love to use them for control. Right, so just to see how much hang time you can get from hopping your feet back to forward and forward to back. And it is tiring, you guys, and it is a lot of work on your legs. So if you're feeling that, great. We're gonna finish up back at the top of your mat, so take one more. And come back into that yogi squat. Hips down, heart lifts. Nice work. Inhale to lift your heart really high, shoulder blade squeeze. And as you exhale, plant your palms, lift your hips, heel toe your feet together to touch. Bring your heels together, your toes a little wide, and then bend your knees again. You'll come back into a squat. Allow your chest to fall down between your legs. You can either just let your arms rest here, or you can take your hands and grab a hold of your heels, but you'll want your arms on the insides of your knees. And press your heels into your hands. Work towards bringing your forehead and your heels towards the ground. And that might not happen. That's perfectly fine. Either way, you'll want to breathe into your lower back, backs of your hips. Take one more inhale and exhale. And then slowly release your hands. We're coming right onto our back, you guys. So go ahead and let your butt bones come down. Release your whole body to your mat. Take your legs straight up. We are almost there. Bring your big toe mounds to touch. Pull your belly in, ribs together. Squeeze your inner thighs. Yeah. And I know this is at the end of class, and I know Amy, I'm thinking of you. Amy hates when I do core at the end because she's always tired. But it's good to practice, right? A little bit extra stamina. Well, this is a short class today, so just finish strong. Let's bring our legs to press in towards one another. So big toe mounds touch. And you're squeezing your inner thighs, and you're activating all these quad muscles in the front too. Now take your belly button and draw it towards the ground. Yeah, you're pulling it in and down, and that should bring a little bit of a lift into your hips. So your hips will get lighter, your lower back will get heavier. Okay, let's keep that. Reach your arms overhead, take your thumbs to the ground, and you'll lower your left leg down towards the mat. Keep your inner thighs squeezing so your leg's not splaying out to the side. Your left leg's gonna be probably a couple inches off the floor. Straighten through both thighs. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, pull your belly button towards the ground. One more inhale. This time as you exhale, peel your upper body off the ground, reach for your left toes. Inhale, stretch your arms back overhead. Exhale, reach for your left toes. Use your breath. Inhale. Exhale. 4 more. Inhale. Exhale, legs are strong and straight. Inhale, reach up. Don't let go of your back. Exhale, reach forward. 2 left. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, reach forward. You'll stay here as you lift your left leg up to meet your right. Squeeze your big toe mounds to touch. Pull your belly button down. Let your hips get lighter. Shoulders get lighter. Stay for 3. Keep pressing those inner thighs together for 2. Carmen Kelly, thinking of you. Inhale. Erin, stay in the work. Reach your arms back up overhead. Thumbs come to the ground. Get lighter in your hips. Lower your right leg to hover off of the mat. Stay with me, you guys. Annie, you got this. Take a breath in. Exhale, reach forward. Paris, you got this. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach forward. Use your breath. Breathe in, lift and lengthen. Exhale, reach. Belly button draws down. Again, inhale, lift up. Exhale, reach forward. 4 more. Inhale. Exhale, reach forward. Whew. You got it. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 left. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, lift up. Pause here. Lower belly comes down. Lift your right leg up to meet your left. Stay with me. Amel, thinking of you. Lift your heart up even higher. Squeeze your inner thighs. Take a big breath. And then softly release. Whew. Nice work, you guys. Knees to chest. Give yourself a little rock side to side. Ay, ay, ay. Keep your right leg in. Send your left leg forward. Take a nice, easy spinal twist to the left. Roll your right hip bone forward and down. Take a big inhale till it gets long. Exhale, pull your right shoulder towards the floor. One more inhale. Exhale. Good. We'll come through center. And go right over to the other side. So left knee in, right leg forward. Twist the opposite direction. A nice big breath in through your nose. Easy exhale. And we're coming right into Shavasana. You guys, if you feel like you need anything else before Shavasana, please take it. Otherwise, bring your arms out, your palms face up. Close your eyes and take a nice, easy breath out. And just simply acknowledge yourself for maybe trying on some new things today, maybe challenging yourself. For many of you watching this, it is, I believe, the first day of the new year. Nope, that is totally wrong. You guys, we film ahead of time, so sorry. Anyways, it is the beginning of a new year for a lot of you taking this class. I encourage you to just continue witnessing how you show up for yourself every day. And keep your values in mind, your goals. And without any judgment, just observe the way you're speaking to yourself, your conversations with yourself. And I hope that they're words of encouragement and kindness. When they're not, I hope that you have the strength within you to check in with yourself and reorient your conversation. And take the next couple moments to simply get really soft. Really surrender yourself to this moment right here in this physically easy, I guess, maybe, or just soft posture. I encourage you guys to stay exactly as you are. You deserve a long Shavasana. I am going to sign off, however. So if you want, you can simply be as you are and listen. And if you're ready to continue throughout your day, you can bring movement into your fingers and your toes, ankles and wrists. Turn your head from side to side. And with a nice big inhale, stretch your arms up overhead for one more stretch. When you're ready, bend your knees, roll over to your favorite side. And just keep your eyes closed as you make your way back up into a seated position. Bring your hands in front of your heart. And simply take a moment to give thanks for yourself, your practice, your decision to get on your mat today. And just fill yourself with all kinds of self-love and adoration and gratitude, and let that be what you take with you into the rest of your day today. Namaste. Mwah. Thanks, yogis. Hope you enjoyed, and if not, if it's not your thing, that's okay. Won't be offended. Just mixing it up a little bit this week, so I hope you have fun with it. Remember that it's not like anything permanent, but also it's just something else you can do, another way you can practice. So have such a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and I will see you guys back here on Friday.